X-ray 1, radio check, taxi to 1-2.
At X-ray runway 7, hold, correction, runway 12, hold short runway 7 and beam return.
Roger that.
Radio.
Современный этап развития белорусского государства
Hi, Beth. Yes, Beth.
Hey, guys! You ready to go?
I'm super ready.
Yeah, see you there. I'm on my way.
It takes months to make ulos.
Kirina. This is the famous Tour dance. Look at the stunning Holborn Hills. Wow. The fact is, Danautoba is the biggest caldera lake in the world. So it needs more than just a day to travel here. You have to prove it and see for yourself.
I'm in Jakarta, modern city. You know guys, Jakarta has 47 museums that you can visit. Now, I'm going to meet my friend. Wow. This mask, they believe can fight them from bad things.
Guys, I'm in Malioboro Street. I'm trying to do batik here. Guys, it's called Wayang Kuli, UNESCO World Heritage. Friendly people.
Here I am, Labuan Bajo! Look at this view. Oh, it's so beautiful. The Komodo, the last real dragon on Earth. Enjoying this beautiful morning. Let's find out world-class underwater paradise. Hey, turtle! Who doesn't want to roll around in this pink cotton candy sand? It's the cleanest village in the world. Let's take a selfie. Shopping time.
Oh my god.
Hello, good afternoon, Jakarta. Good morning. Min.
Good morning, Tito. Morning.
Yeah, morning. Thank you. I already see
Good morning, Pak Tito. Good afternoon.
His Excellency Pak Jo. Morning.
Tito, I'm sorry. Tito, did you switch on our presentation?
Yeah, I already got it for the PM, right?
Okay, but it seems that we can't push next slide.
I will do it for you then.
Okay, попробуй ты сама на компьютере.
Text picture ini kamu.
This is the vice
How
mayor.
how we will how can we switch on next slide if you
Yeah, you can do it by yourself. This one.
Ты на компьютере попробуй нажимать следующий слайд. We can't.
Yeah, you can do it by yourself.
It seems that we can't.
You can't? No, you can do it?
Ты делаешь что-нибудь? Okay, yes, everything seems to be in order. Thank you.
Okay, okay. Thank you.
Запомнила, как это произошло?
Okay. His Excellency Valery Kolesnik, how are you? Hey, Alexei, hi.
Thank you. Very good. Hi, Tito.
Пока в определенный момент у меня в слайде не получается переключать на сейчас им надо обратно к нам. Я всегда думала, что это была ошибка, когда пошла туда. Сначала выгнали, уже убежала.
Okay.
Тут все организационные моменты еще решаются со слайдами, что-то не делать.
Here, Miss Lilia Saniukapik also there already. It looks like that everybody, all speakers already in this forum. Pak Yongki already here. Pak Michael Johnny. Pak Michael Johnny, I already see. Okay, Pak Michael Johnny here. Let's say all business players are here. We are going 3 minutes to go to 1300. Thomas Sartono also there from Kadin. Pak Rusmin, how are you, Pak?
Yeah, thank you. Halo, Pak.
Yes, Amen. We are here.
Oh, Pak Jose lagi, Pak Rusmin, meet again with Pak Jose.
Pak Jose, selamat ya, Pak. Kita akan segera datang, Pak. Segera, Pak.
Ya, Jose, salam kenal, Pak.
Iya, Pak.
Pak Tito, ayo.
Persita here.
I'm here, Pak. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. What's about the video before about the Belarus and Indonesia tourism? Yeah, have everybody seen about the video?
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
Ini kesemuanya gimana?
About NCM presentation is very nice presentation for NCM and ensure it's very give the info.
Rasanya nggak enak. Ya, lihat gimana? Sama aja sana juga.
We are still waiting for some.
Hai Pak Tito.
Halo, hai. Linda also here, Bu Arlinda. Hi, Bu Arlinda.
Hai Pak Tito, how are you?
Miko also already here also.
Да, ну какого? Если я приехала, я бы... Вообще, конечно, это недостаток.
На экране не смотрю. Может, они что-то спрашивали нас?
Нет, она... Привет. Я говорила, что мы уже слышим.
Потому что показывают нас вот как раз.
Ну да, выделено.
Может, отключить звук?
Включить звук, да? У меня звук включен.
Так можно. А может, просто выключить звук?
Нет, она ничего не говорила.
Pak Tito dari ITTBC Belarus ya Pak?
Bukan Pak, ini bukan maksud Bapak ITPC, bukan Pak, bukan. Saya dari ITTIC ini is a club, Indonesia Trade Tourism and Investment Club, private club Pak. To promoting the tourism.
Pusatnya di Jakarta atau di Belarus?
Jakarta Pak. Based on Jakarta Pak.
Pak Tito tuh di mana-mana Pak.
Ikut Jumadi Pak, follow Pak Jumadi Pak. Thank you for join Pak Jumadi.
Thank you.
Pak Jumadi dari mana Pak?
Pak Tito terangin.
Pak Jumadi ini speaker Pak, mewakili Tegal City.
Oh Tegal City ya.
Di Belarus side mewakili Grodno City kalau Belarus. So we have 2 speakers from the embassy. Excellency Ambassador will give a remark, a speech, welcoming speech, and then we have also presentation for the Belarus National Center for Marketing, the body that very good system for information system for trade, export and import for Belarus, and also we will have also 2 special speakers talking from the Regency, both from Indonesia and from Belarus side, from Tegal City, because Tegal City has a many big potential for the export, fishery, etc. And also Grodno City that I reviewed last night is very wonderful city, full of heritage city, beautiful building, and we are happy to have these 2 presenters at this moment. Okay, now is 1300. I think that we can start the session. How about Alexei? Are we? Can we start? Or just waiting? Still waiting for the? Still coming ya?
Saya ambil earphone dulu. Bentar.
Oke.
Oh Pak Thomas tadi ya.
Sorry, Actually, Mr. Jumadi is still meeting with the House of Representative Regency, Regency House.
Yes, sure.
Yeah.
I am in Purwokerto, Portugal.
Sorry to borrow your time.
It's okay.
Mau Utomo join. Okay, still coming Still people still coming.
Yeah, just a second. He is on his way.
Okay, no problem. Pak Yongki ready, Pak Yongki ya. Pak Yongki, I make become the co-host ya. Because
we are all present.
Oh, still people still coming.
It's already time, Pak Tito.
Yeah, okay. Can we start? Excellencies, Ready? Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to start the session ya. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thanks to God Almighty that all of us can join this meeting ya, and to have this meeting running fluently. And I will put anybody in the mute condition ya, to mute all first, and I will mute all. Okay. Okay, then thanks to God that we can join this meeting, the second Indonesia-Belarus Business and Trade Meeting 2020 at this time. Good morning for Minsk, Belarus, and good afternoon for Jakarta, Indonesia. Yeah, okay. We get a process for our session. Yeah, okay. Then thank you. And this is the second time that we meet. Yeah. We met first time a month or more than a month ago with several presentations, both from the Indonesia producer, manufacturer, and also from Belarus side, producer and also manufacturers. We promote the trade. We hope that it can become a real trade between Indonesia and Belarus, export and import. Of course, we know that only one meeting will be not enough, because the potential is so big. Then we upgrade the meeting, not only become the second business and trade meeting, but we give more things in this meeting. We will have more information, not only both sides present all the products, but we also will give more information. So based on the conversation with the National Center of Marketing and also with the Indonesian side, we bring some presenter. And at this second meeting also, we are very, very proud to have both excellency here. We have here His Excellency Indonesian Ambassador designated to Russia and Belarus, His Excellency Mr. Jose Tavares here today. Thank you for joining, Pak. And also, of course, the initiator of this meeting before, since the first meeting, and Belarusian Ambassador to Indonesia, His Excellency Valery Kolesnik. Proud to be with you today, sir. Okay, and also not only that, we also have the NCM here. We will have speakers also from the Vice Mayor of Tegal City, one of the very, very productive city in Indonesia. And also we will have the presentation from the Lilia Sanukevic, from the Grodno city, with a wonderful city. And of course, thanks also to have NCM, especially His Excellency Valery Sadoko as the director of the National Center for Marketing Belarus, and also, of course, thanks to the support by the Evgenia from NCM, and also Mr. Alexei from the Embassy of Belarus in Jakarta. Before starting this meeting further, I will give a short presentation about what we are having inspired by the NCM, yeah, since the first meeting. This is my presentation. Wait, this presentation is okay. Okay. This is we call it as the Indonesia Brief the World series, yeah, because we have the multi-sectors, multi-exports, and one to promote the global trade, tourism, and investment. Wait for a moment. Okay, as we can see that we have the system, yeah, how to register an ITTIC system. We help Indonesia companies, our fellow Indonesian here who attend this meeting. We want to give information that if you want to export to overseas, we can help you. For the overseas company want to do trade with Indonesia, to import to Indonesia for overseas companies, system also can help you. Yeah, how it can help you? By register, of course, to the system, and then the system is for international trade. www.ittic.co.id. This is the system call. Okay. The system can provide you the online and offline services covering business matching, like we do today, product promotion. We will issue the directory, the export directory, and also the import directory, trade facilitation, yeah, of course, the logistic support, because we will do it not only with Belarus, we will do it for also several countries at the counterpart for the Indonesia trade. And also the last one, we will have the service for investment consultation, because Indonesia have big potential, the natural resources need the big investment to accelerate the growth of our economy. We also in social media, Facebook, ladies and gentlemen, you can Facebook page called the IBTW, Indonesia Brief the World. All the information, all the video, all sectors, you can follow directly in this, easily in this page of Facebook. Yeah, it's a very social media. About ITTIC, we also have it. If you want to know about regulation, etc., you can access to this social media. Yeah, ITTIC, Indonesia Trade, Tourism, and Investment Club. And this is my number. You can write down. And also this one is for our YouTube channel and also the Facebook. Yeah. Okay, this is the presentation I want to share about our service to help you, because some parties ask about how to follow up this meeting, how to talk about this meeting. We cannot gather all along 30 days a month. We can gather maybe once in a month. Maybe next month we also can gather again with the certain sectors. Like today, we are talking about the consumer goods, fishery, agro, pharmaceutical. Yeah, but we can do it with the system, digital system, of course, right now, anytime. Yeah, anytime we can settle, we can share the information through the digital in nowadays. So then we will pleased to have the welcoming remark, yeah, by the excellencies, and of course we will pleased to Indonesian Ambassador designated to Russia and Belarus, His Excellency Pak Jose Tawares. Please, Pak, it's your time to give the welcoming remark for this second Indonesia Belarus Business and Trade Meeting 2020. Please, Pak.
Thank you very much, Pak Tito. As already been said already that Pak Tito is everywhere. We have another occasion a few weeks ago, I think. So now we are meeting again. Pak Tito, thank you for this great initiative. You are the chairman of the Indonesian Trade, Tourism and Investment Club, as you already mentioned, and thank you for this online information to assist on the services of the interested parties that intended to export and import between Indonesia and Belarus. So thanks again. This is a really great initiative. As myself, I am also learning about Belarus and of course Russia, that I will be soon posted there. It is a great pleasure to be among Ambassador Valery Kolesnik. Thank you, Ambassador. You have expeditiously put forward Belarusian agreement to my posting there. So I have received expeditiously the agreement that has already been sent to Indonesia, to us. So thank you. It's a great pleasure for me also to be among the distinguished speakers and participants. Mr. Valery Sadako, Director of the Belarusian National Center for Marketing, Pak Michael Johnny, Indonesian Modern Market Supplier Association, Pak Yongki Susilo, Market Research Senior Consultant, and as I understand today, Pak Jumadi, the Tegal City Vice Mayor, is also with us. So it's great. I see that Pak Thomas Hartono also with us, Kadin, and of course our colleagues in Jakarta as well as in Belarus. You are a trade and market expert and practitioners. Let me begin by saying that since the establishment of diplomatic relations between Indonesia and Belarus in 1993, the two countries have strengthened their relationship in many ways, among others through high-level visits, presidential, ministerial, senior officials, and parliamentarians. Now, bilateral consultations forum, among others, namely the Intergovernmental Indonesian Belarusian Joint Commission on Trade, Economic, Scientific, and Technical Cooperation. Promoting and strengthening bilateral relations between the two countries is expected to pave the way in boosting trade, tourism, and investment. Now, statistical data from the Ministry of Trade of Indonesia indicates that trade and tourism between the two countries during the last 5 years have evolved, but relatively very small. I must say it's relatively very small. Take, for example, 2019, last year, the total trade between Indonesia and Belarus was $210 million US dollars, which is for two countries that have great potential. This number is insignificant. So really, we have a really meager, very small total trade between these two countries. Now, from that amount, Indonesia imported about 207 million, consisted of products, among others, fertilizer, heavy vehicles, tractors, chemical products, spare parts, while Indonesia exported only about 3 million US dollars. Now, among others, consisted of cacao, rubber, paper, textile, wood, pharmaceutical products, etc. Of course, we have the trade deficit that's quite large for Indonesia. So it's, Patito, this is our homework. Now, with regard to tourism, data shows that about 6,644 Belarusian had visited Indonesia in 2019. Now, in order to promote people-to-people contact, the two countries have signed cultural cooperation in October 2015 that is expected to promote mutual understanding among our peoples that in turn will facilitate further cooperation and economic activities. Now, Indonesia has also provided some scholarship, say Dharma Siswa Scholarship, and Indonesian and Art and Culture Scholarship. So we hope that our colleagues, friends in Belarus will take advantage of this scholarship in order to enhance people-to-people contact. Now, on the investment side, so far there is no record on any investment between the two countries. Perhaps I don't have the data, or perhaps there is no investment at all between the two countries. It's a pity. So we'll see. Now, looking at the data, as I said previously, it's obvious that there is untapped potential trade, tourism, and investment that needed to be optimized. Therefore, this meeting is crucial, very crucial, for us to collaborate in promoting trade, tourism, and investment between Indonesia and Belarus. Now, the role of ITTIC, as well as, of course, CADING and many others, and the business community in general is critical and badly needed to vigorously explore and optimize the available potentials between our two countries. Now, having said that, I wish to suggest the following possibilities to be explored. Now, besides export and import, that I already mentioned some of the products, I think there is also possibilities for exportation for tropical fruits. For example, from Indonesia, you can have mango, you can have pineapple, perhaps you can have coconut, copra, and so on. And also you can have fishery products, fresh fish, for example. I think Indonesia is capable of exporting it. And also, we can explore cooperation and joint research, for example, on fertilizers, seeds for agricultural purposes, rubber products, including on the production of cramp rubber and dump truck tires. Yeah, as Belarus is has the production of heavy trucks. Perhaps we can also working together on the production of tires for those trucks, for example. Now, joint production of potassium. This is one of the possibility. Belarus has abundant reserve of potassium, and it is important for fertilizer production that is needed in Indonesia. Now, joint venture for the production of heavy vehicles, for example. Ambassador already mentioned to me previously that there is already some cooperation going on between Belarus and Indonesia in these aspects, the heavy vehicles. So we can always explore the possibilities for further joint venture in this area. Another point that I want to mention is that Belarus can be one of the gateways for Indonesia to enter the Eurasian Economic Union market. The Eurasian Economic Union market is 185 million people, and it's a great potential. So it is of important for Indonesia to enhance its cooperation, or even enhance the possibility for a negotiation for a free trade arrangement between Indonesia and the Eurasian Economic Union, in which Belarus is an important member. Now, in this regard, it is necessary for the business community of the two countries to engage one another intensively, more intensively, to encourage expediting the negotiation process for a FTA. Now, with regard to tourism, Indonesia has Bali, of course. All of the people around the world want to go to Bali. But it's not only Bali. We have Raja Ampat, we have Lombok, we have Kalimutu, we have Komodo Island. And these are very nice places to be visited as well. So we will continue to promote touristic areas, beside Bali, because Bali is already, there is no need for Bali to be promoted anymore. Everybody knows Bali. So we expect that in post-COVID vaccine, I'm not saying that post-COVID, maybe it will be there forever. But after we have vaccine, perhaps people will travel more, and we'll expect more Belarusian visit Indonesia. Now, I wish to end my remarks by underlining that the Indonesian embassy in Moscow is committed and ready to facilitate any business contact, business matching that hopefully will lead to business deal between business practitioners of our two countries. So thank you very much. I end here. I give back to you, Pak Tito.
Okay. Thank you, Pak. It's very, very nice welcoming speech, yeah. Very, very good briefing about the tourism also. We hope that, the vaccine is quite near. Indonesia will start the vaccine injection is around November. We hope that it can last, yeah. So people can traveling again. And also, we also want to do more investment, yeah, do more trade, because the potential is big, but until now the figure is still so small. Then we will please to Belarusian ambassador to Indonesia, His Excellency Valery Kolesnik, to deliver the welcome speech at this second meeting, Indonesia-Belarus Business and Trade Meeting 2020. His Excellency, please.
Thank you very much, Pak Tito. It's my pleasure also to be here today with you. And I would like to welcome all Indonesian participants and Belarusian participants. This is a very good opportunity to come back after 1 month of the reflection, contacts between the companies. Well, I am very glad to welcome Pak Jumadi, Vice Mayor of the Tegal City, I welcome also the representative of three regions of Belarus, from Grodno, from Visit, from Gomel. I think that regional participation is also very important for us, for our dialogue, for trade dialogue. I would like to thank Pak Tavares for his very good speech. And he mentioned mostly all important issues we are discussing, we have on the table. That's why I don't need to come back in the details. But he is a little bit modest with the import from Indonesia last year to Belarus. It's not 3 million, according to our statistic, 28 million. So 9 times bigger. But definitely, yes, figures are really small for two countries. And yes, it was mentioned that we have a good potential. We are working. We have some promising areas. We continue to work with dairy products. We continue to work with fertilizers, with machinery, agricultural machinery. We are working with all proposals from Indonesian side. But today is more important, and I don't want to spend too much time for opening remarks. And I would like to thank Pak Tita and his club for Indonesian Trade, Tourism and Investment Club, as well as Belarusian Center for Marketing, chaired by Valery Sadokha, who is well known in the region. He was ambassador of Belarus to Vietnam for 5.5 years, mostly 6 years. So far, he knows this region very well, and I hope that ITTC and Belarusian Center for Marketing will find also concrete ways and instruments for supporting export-import operation between two countries. On this stage, I will stop my opening speech. Once again, welcome to all, and I hope this meeting will be a start for new joint ventures, new proposals, new ideas. Thank you.
Thank you, His Excellency Valery Kolesnik, for the nice speech. Yeah. So we hope that in the future, starting from now, we can have boost, yeah, our trade, yeah, at least trade, and later on investment, and later on for the tourism. Yeah, Pak Tavares, yeah, Pak Jose Tavares, is it okay, yeah, to boost for trade and investment, and then later on for tourism, maybe next year, end of next year or the middle of the next year. Okay. Since our first meeting, yeah, so many business players asked me about how to make this happen, to create the trade, to create the real transaction between Belarus and Indonesia. So at that time, I knew about the presentation from the NCM, but it's quite a short presentation. I think NCM is a very, very role model for the system, yeah, can develop this. I review the website, I explore the website, the machine is so good. Then I talked to Mr. Aliakse and also Ms. Evgenia. We have to explore the system. Maybe we can learn something from the system. So I create also the local system, yeah, based on the inspiration by the NCM. And later on, I get the news that the director of NCM, yeah, His Excellency Valery Sadokha, please will share, yeah, will share directly about this spot.by, yeah, it's very, very powerful engine, and so we are very happy to listen to the presentation, and please for His Excellency Valery Sadokha to present about the NCM and also later on about the export.by, please.
Thank you. In both now is morning, in this case, good morning, Your Excellency, Ambassador of Indonesia, Jose Tavares. Good morning, His Excellency, Ambassador of Belarus, Indonesia, Valery Kolesnik. Hello, everybody. participants of the second Belarusian-Indonesian Business and Trade Meeting. On behalf of National Center for Marketing of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of the Republic of Belarus, allow me to express deep gratitude to all of our Indonesian and Belarusian companies for joining this event, which was organized together with our partners, Indonesia Trade, Tourist and Investment Club. I would also like to express gratitude to diplomatic missions of our countries for their active support in organizing this video conference. The first business and trade meeting showed that the interest in Belarusian-Indonesian cooperation among companies is growing, and I hope that after our meeting today, we will see increased trade not only in dairy product and fertilizer, but also in consumer goods. I wish to all of our participants a fruitful and effective meeting. Now we will present capacities of National Center for Marketing and Promotion cooperation between Belarusian and foreign business, as well as an internet commerce platform expert.by portal. I would like to mark that I visited Indonesia 20 years ago. I was very impressed. In Indonesia, people is very hospitality, very friendly. I met fourth President of Indonesia, Abdurrahman Wahid, and Vice President Sukarno. I was very impressed about Indonesia. Now I start with my short presentation. Slide one. The National Center for Marketing, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs provides assistance in the establishment and development of trade and economic relations between Belarusian and foreign partners. For more than 20 years of work in the market, the National Center for Marketing has established a developed network of branches in all regions of Belarus and a wide network of international partnership. The National Center for Marketing conducts a wide range of marketing research, including marketing projects for foreign companies in promotion of goods and services and development of trade in the Belarusian market. Our center has resources to study demand for products, barriers to the market's entry, as well as to search for consumers and business partners for establishing joint ventures. Our center organizes exhibitions abroad, business visits of foreign delegation to Belarus, hosts online video conference, organizes business meeting and negotiations forums and workshops with foreign participants in Belarus and abroad. I would also like to note that National Center for Marketing is the operator of the National Exposition of the Republic of Belarus at the World Expo 2020, which will be held next year in Dubai, Arabic Emirates. The National Center for Marketing published and advertising and information journal Expert of Belarus in order to represent the export potential of Belarusian organization and Belarus as a whole. These journals are distributed during international events and are also available online on our official website. Among other things, the National Center for Marketing provides education services for specialists in Belarusian companies which are involved in foreign economic activities and procurements. So, another distinctive activity of National Center for Marketing is operation of the official website for information support of procurements of Republic of Belarus, www.ITTIC.by, which is a resource that provides information on the procurements of Belarusian enterprises and organizations. Comprehensive information and consulting support is provided by our specialists for all types of procurements or competitive basis in Belarus. The National Center issues certificates of public key for electronic digital signature, which provide an opportunity to participate in procurement procedure in Belarus. Non-residents can also take part in tenders held in Belarus. Here you can see all our contacts, all information, telephone number, site, and so on. That's all. Now, Director of Department Evgenia Komarova present full more information about our portal export.py.
Thank you. I just want to check if you can see our presentation.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. Okay, and a moment.
Okay.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So I would like to start the presentation about our portal export.by with information that Belarus e-commerce presence expands every year. Belarus online market has one of the highest growth rates in Europe, and the growth is expected to continue. The size of the Belarusian e-commerce market may grow to 1.5 billion a year, and so public procurement is undergoing a digital transformation. The aim is to make them simpler for businesses to participate in and for public sector to manage. That's why we managed to create such a portal, an e-commerce platform named export.by portal. It was created by our Center for Marketing in order to render information support to Belarusian exporters in promotion of their products on foreign markets. The aim of Export.by portal is to encourage an increase in competitiveness of local products, works and services, widen export share, attract foreign investments to the country, establish trade contacts and partner relations between Belarusian and foreign enterprises, and also deepen integration of the economy of Belarus into the world's economy. The main function of the portal is to provide information about the local and foreign manufacturers and products thereof. The export portal is an electronic showcase of Belarusian goods, services, and technologies, where one can easily find a partner in Belarus. All information is available worldwide, 24 hours a day. Foreign companies have the opportunity to register and show their products and services, delivery conditions, prices, and photos. 3 Indonesian companies have already registered. You can see them on the slide, their brands. Fireworks, Amnes Music, and the third one. They add their goods and services, easily find the products or services they need, and contact manufacturers directly. Links to the platform can be found on the website of our partners and on official websites of embassies of the Republic of Belarus. According to statistics of Export.by, 87 companies from Belarus expressed their interest in entering the market of Indonesia. 10 companies have already done it, and you can see them here. At the same time, Minsk Tractor Works stated that it has opened a trade office in Indonesia. Export.by portal is a continuously expanding catalog of Belarusian and foreign enterprises. It contains the list of the companies that have already been carrying out foreign trade activities, or the companies that are interested in cooperation with foreign partners. For a company, it only takes a click to register on the portal. Then the company can add any product or service to the catalog. Browsing through the catalog of goods and using the search filter sectors is the simplest way to find a partner for cooperation and then contact them directly. Expert Buy is also a source of up-to-date economic news in Belarus and around the world, and international business events to participate in different countries. Each company registered on Export Buy presents contact information, description of activity, the list of markets of presence, markets of interest, trade offices and certificates. This is information about price, minimum batch, delivery and packaging condition provided for each product. On the slide, you can find examples of company's profile and the list of goods produced by the company. So you can see that it is a good example of what an ideal register looks like. Export Buy portal is aimed to increase competitiveness of local products and services that can be exported to the international markets. Nowadays, it is visited by representatives from 500 countries. Of particular interest for the representatives of business environment is information about industrial and economic potential of Belarus, data concerning the key industries of Belarus economy, composition of exports, and also information about the ways to attract foreign investment to the country. Registration on Export Buy portal will assist any foreign company to present goods and services in a favorable light on the internet, easily find the producers of services needed, establish direct contacts with manufacturers, service providers and wholesale customers, become acquainted with up-to-date economic news in Belarus and abroad, identify promising markets and learn about the peculiarities of working on them, schedule the participation in the largest international specialized exhibitions, and so on. The export portal provides additional opportunities for free information on government support for exporters, memo for the exporters with the most important information for the beginners, covers some of foreign economic activities, experts, and so on. The users have possibility to identify promising markets and find out their peculiarities. There is also analytical data on Belarusian export pattern, foreign markets, and legislation of different countries to regulate foreign economic activity. There are 103 country guidebooks formed with the help of the embassies of Belarus all over the world. The National Center for Marketing, as the operator of the National Exposition of the Republic of Belarus at the World Expo 2020 in Dubai, also decided to show our portal Export BY in the Belarusian Pavilion. The World Forum is a great opportunity to search for new sales markets, strategic partners, attract investments in high-tech and knowledge-intensive sectors of the domestic economy. So I hope this presentation was of interest and benefit to you. If you have any questions for more specific information regarding our portal export.by, here you can see the contact information. We are available in Russian, English, so you may send us emails directly or phone us. Thank you. If you have any questions now or later, you may state them.
Okay. Thank you, Evgenia. Thank you, His Excellency Valery Sadoko, for the nice presentation. For all of the participants, they want to know in practically how to do the business matching with the Belarusian, for Belarusian exporter and also for Belarusian importer for that thing,
You may use the resources of our portal Export Buy. As you can see, there are already a lot of companies, producers and importers of Belarus origin registered there. So it is a good showcase of their capabilities. Here, 20,000 goods, services and technologies is listed in this portal, provided by more than 6,000 companies. So just use the catalog of goods and services, search what you are interested in using the filters. There are very simple and effective filters there. When you find the company of interest, you may use the contact information provided by this company and contact them directly.
This one, can we get this kind of support for example, for market research, to know about the gender, the ratio between male and female, age of the Belarusian, something like that, because I see that here we can get information support, market research, and also other market information about the procurement procedure in the Republic of Belarus.
Yes, definitely. You may address our Center for Marketing if you are in need of marketing research, comprehensive research of Belarusian market, depending on the goods of interest, or if you need help with participating in our tenders and procurements, we provide such assistance. In addition to the potential and effectiveness of our portal or Export BY, which may be used by Indonesian companies directly.
And what's about these two, Evgenia, these two websites, iStreet.by and gopki.by?
Here is provided all the information needed for potential participants of procurements in the Republic of Belarus. All information database is here, and also if you want to participate there, you might find it beneficial to register on both these websites, gopki.by and iStreet.by. And as a potential participant, look through the tenders that are already listed there and take part in them. If you have, after the registration, you will receive all the information needed for you to be able to participate. If you find any obstacles, you may contact us. We have a call center available for any questions.
Okay. So based on this website portal, we can make a contact and develop a business communication between NCM and Business Society in Indonesia, and also between Business Indonesia Business Society with the Belarusian Business Society, right? So the first step is to get registered in the export.by. Yeah?
Definitely, yes.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you for Evgenia, and thank you for the director of NCM, His Excellency Valery Sadoko. Thank you for the nice, not only about nice presentation, but also about that net machine. Yeah, nice machine can help us to work not only have to face, but we can also do it automatically and digitally. It's very nice. Thank you. Thank you.
I would like to add a couple of words, if it's possible. Just a couple of weeks ago, I make investment in economic of Indonesia. I was buy tires for my own car, Indonesian tires in Belarus.
Oh.
You see?
Yeah, great. So already buy internationally, yeah? Belarus. Okay, thank you. Thank you. And then we are moving to the next presentation. We will have the region, yeah, because this is talking about the central government, and we want to know about not only business society, we are talking about the region, and we then pleased to our Vice Mayor from the Tegal City, Pak Jumadi, to give the presentation. Please introduce yourself, Pak, while I am preparing to share your presentation. Please, Pak Jumadi, Pak Adi.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, Pak Tito. Dobre Utra. Good morning for Belarus time.
Good morning. Good morning.
Dobre Zing. Good afternoon for Indonesian time. His Excellency, the Honorable Belarusian Ambassador to Indonesia, Mr. Valery Kolesnik. His Excellency, Ambassador to Russia and Belarusian, Mr. Jose Tavares. His Excellency, Mr. Valery Sadoko, Director of the Belarus National Center for Marketing, and also the honorable speakers, Mr. Michael Johnny and Mr. Yongki Susilo. And thank you to the organizer of this afternoon Zoom meeting, Mr. Tito Loho. On behalf of the City of Government of Tegal, I would like to thank you and for the opportunity in this extraordinary event. In here, I say warteg. Maybe everybody in Indonesia, especially Indonesia, they know about warteg. You know, warteg is a type of gastronomic business that provides food and drinks for affordable prices. So in this time, we change the abbreviation of warteg become WIS or region, especially in this country, to think and to talk export from Tegal. The warteg is our new hope. Next, please, Pak Tito. Okay. First of all, of course, I hope this event can make a good relationship between Indonesia and Belarusian government, especially for the Tegal city government. Secondly, also, to introduce the potential of the city of Tegal to the world, especially to Eastern European countries, more specifically to Belarus. Please allow me to explain the city of Tegal globally, such geographically, the population, and also the location of Tegal. You know, Tegal is a maritime city where Tegal is also located in the central of Java province. It is located in the middle of the island of Java. So we can declare Tegal is the heart of Java. The area of Tegal city is 39.68 square kilometers, with coastline length of Tegal city is approximately 10.5 kilometers. The area of Tegal city also administratively divided into 4 districts, or we call it kecamatan. First is Tegal Timur or East Tegal, Tegal Barat, West Tegal, and Tegal Selatan, South Tegal, and so also the Margadana district. And that we also divided into sub-district. So there is 27 sub-district or kelurahan, with the widest area of the West Tegal Barat district amounting to 15.13 square kilometers. You know, Muara Reja is one of the area, the largest area in Tegal city, which is the West Tegal district area, 8.9 square kilometer. This is the good area because the potential of fish resources in the research location generally come from this northern coastal area of Java Sea, and one of them come from villages Muara Reja and Tegal Sari in West Tegal. You know that I mentioned before, Tegal is the maritime city where fishermen produce various types of fish. It is related to Belarusian that Belarusian need the agriculture and also the fishery. So we have type of shrimp, squid, you know, almost 10 till 25 ton every day. You can imagine. If there are 25 boats returning from fishing, in a day they can get almost 250 tons of fish or squid every day. This is very huge fish or huge squid. Maybe we can send or we can sell to Belarus. The city of Tegal is located on the north coast of Java, and it is very strategic as an economical route connecting to big cities. As geographically, location of Tegal, the position strategic is link between the cross-national and regional economic route in the Pantura region, you know, from Jakarta, Tegal, Semarang, and Surabaya, with the central and southern region of Java Island, Jakarta, Tegal, Purwokerto, and Yogyakarta, and vice versa. with very low rainfall, and the temperature is almost 35 degrees Celsius average. See, this is the fishing port of activities in Tegal Sari. You can imagine 250 ton every day, fish, squid, and everything. It's come from this area. And you know, there is some strategic location of the city of Tegal, the potential to invest in the maritime, industrial, and business sector, especially in the future. The acceleration made by President Jokowi, we call Bergas Malang on this program. There are 8 projects. First is for the development of Tegal Port, which connected between the train station and the seaport. Also the Tegal Port Access Road, also the development of processing drinking water in the network of East Tegal. It is a big project, mentioned by President Jokowi. And then also development tourism object for waterfront city, we call it Alam Indah Beach, or in Bahasa Pantai Alam Indah. And also there is construction of the Tegal city for a final garbage disposal site. Maybe we can discuss with Belarusian government to talk about this opportunity. And also some flyover in development in Tirus area. Also development of mass public transportation in the agglomeration area Bergas Malang urban. Next, please, Pak Tito. Before back to Sarung, back again. That's okay. See, this is one thing that it is very special about the God. We call it Goyor Sarung. Is this ability to adapt to condition. When in hot weather, the Goyor Sarung will soothe the skin. Meanwhile, he will warm you in cold weather. So in Belarusian, which is maybe very cold, so you can use sarung Goyor. It is suitable for cold weather in Belarusian, I think. Next, Badito, please. Next. Also, this. Batik is pictorial cloth with special made by writing or inscribing the words or malam in Bahasa on the cloth. Then the processing is processed in a certain way which has its own characteristic. In Tegal, there is batik, also batik awarded from UNESCO, a masterpiece of the oral and intangible heritage of humanity since October 2nd, 2029. This is batik Tegalan. We call it batik Tegalan. Why? Because the motif has distinctive characteristic. It is very, very, very special, such as the Sekar Jagat motif. Using this batik because today presentation, this is, we call it with the motif of beras mawur or spill rice. Also kuku macan, tiger nails, cecek ngawe, sawatan. Everything made, manually. Next, please, Padito. Next. We back, please. We also have some cultivation of Fanami shrimp. Tegal City fishermen can still cultivate the shrimp in coastal area. This is what made the Gemila Minajaya Fish Farmers Group, or we call it Pokdakan, in Panggung Village, East Tegal District. We are number 2 in Central of Java during this cultivation of Faname shrimp. Next, please. Next. This is some recycling craft. We, Tegal City, is try to support Paris Agreement 2030. So we try to elaborate some, some garbage to become the new products, such as the bags, and also some some products. So, like is using newspaper, use it also plastic waste. Next, please. Now, you know, we have also some herbal product. As you know, Indonesia has so many plants. Some of them like ginger, turmeric, etc., that can be produced as a traditional medicine, as efficacy to enhance body immune to fight coronavirus disease, COVID-19. Next. Next, please, Pak Tito. This is some fisheries product in Tegal City, which is already, already sell for local product. See, there is various frozen fisheries also in Tegal. Maybe we can talk about this opportunity to export to Belarusian. Next. This is, I think, the good ones. Last year, on November 2019, we have cooperation between Tegal City and Belgium. With Belgium country, that we try to export this banana chip produced by a group of Tegal young entrepreneurship. This is natural, crunchy also, and non-MSG products. Has many variant flavor, like salad, green tea, cheese, chocolate, and also the original taste. So hopefully, that's Pak Jose mentioned before. We also have some mango, also banana. So maybe we can talk and then we can try to export to Belarusian. And hopefully, with this moment, I hope Tegal City can cooperation with the government of Belarusian, and we can have cooperation, especially how to export our product to Belarusian. Next. Okay, thank you very much. Blogedayu first. Terima kasih. Matur nuwun.
Thank you. What an excellent ya, Tegal Maritim City ya.
Yes.
With the coastal area, of course, fishery, and we know that Belarus import a lot about the fish, yeah, fish product, and maybe later on can come to fish. And also, I hope that some sarung, some textile, the batik sarung, can be sent to the Belarus embassy, yeah, in Jakarta, yeah.
Of course, sure.
Excellency, and
sure.
I think it's have to send a model, yeah.
Okay.
I have to come to Tegal City.
Yeah. I invite all of you to come to Tegal City, because why? Now from Jakarta to Tegal only 3 hours. Pak, Mr. Ambassador, you can come. Again, you can try sate batibul. It is the lamb less than 3 months, which is there is no cholesterol. Everything is very, very nice, very good. You can try it, Pak. I invite all of you to come to Tegal and try about our product and about also our culinary.
Okay. So next meeting, the third meeting in Indonesia Belarus will be broadcasted directly on air from Tegal City then.
Oh, sure. Of course. Most welcome.
Okay. Thank you, Vice
Mayor.
Mr. Jumadi, Tegal City Vice Mayor. Then we move to the next speaker, this Miss Lilia Sanukevic. This one from Grodno City, from Belarus. We want to hear what a beautiful of the Grodno City, please.
Здравствуйте. Искренне надеюсь, рада сегодняшней встрече и приветствую всех. And greetings from Belarus, Grodno. We are glad to see you all here and thank you for your time. Пока только 2 предприятия города Гродно осуществляют экспортные поставки в Индонезию. Это Гродно Азот и Кожевенное объединение. We know that only 2 factories today work with your country is Grodno Azot and Leather Association have already cooperated with your country, and we are glad of it.
И надеемся, что сегодняшняя встреча будет способствовать открытию новых контактов между представителями власти и бизнеса в сфере торговли, туризма, ну и, конечно, обмена делегациями и визитами. И, конечно, нам понравились морепродукты Индонезии.
We are glad to have an opportunity to get to know you, and of course we are looking forward to further cooperation, tourism, goods and services export, joint visits, and thank you to all. And of course we like shrimps from your country, and it is very interesting for us.
О городе Гродно расскажет на английском языке Исаченко Оксана.
And now I want to tell you about our city some words. My name is Oksana, and I work in Grodno City Executive Committee. Well, nowadays Grodno is a modern European city, large administrative, industrial, scientific, and cultural Belarusian center. It possesses a big economic potential to implement innovative projects and technologies. Grodno, indeed, is one of the leading industrial centers of the country. There are more than...
Excuse me, do you have a presentation or just...
Oh, no, sorry, we have just little speech. Yeah.
I think that you present and not on in the screen, but okay.
Yeah, next time we will do a presentation. Well, there are more than 70 large industrial enterprises there. At present, trade and economic relations are maintained with 98 countries around the world. The biggest share in export volume belongs to the products of chemical, food and construction industry. Grodno City Executive Committee pays a big attention to partnership relations in every possible way for us to develop of industry and business in the city. Today, the basic industrial sector is formed by the enterprises of manufacturing industry, which share in the volume of production is 99%. Including the enterprises specializing in chemical production is about 36%, production of food products about 27%, clothing production is about 14%, production of equipment about 2.3%. We know that you are interested in food processing products and home textiles, so we have such factories here. There are organizations in Grodno that meet your interest, and we can provide the necessary information about the organization and their contacts. So you can see on our website grodno.gov.by, or we can give you our phone's number. It can be good too. Also in Grodno we have free economic zone and visa-free tourism capabilities. So it is very interesting and new for our city. Well, to cut short, Grodno City is open and ready to develop an international partnership relation, economic, social and cultural exchange. We are looking forward to your business ideas, and we have many ideas. So wishing you good luck and success, and thank you for attention. That's all. Can you?
Based on what I listened that before, that it quite a big production chemical over the Grodno, yeah?
Yes.
What kind of chemical?
We have a huge factory here, Grodno Azot, and it produces polyamides
и удобрения.
Is it produced by the Belarusian company or the foreign investment?
No. It's our company. It's called Grodno Azot.
Okay. Thank you. Then, very interesting. You have the grodno.go.by, the website, yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So if we want to make a contact cooperation with want to ask about something about the Grodno, can we do it, send it through that website, or how we make a communication with the Grodno?
So when we visit our website, you can see all informations, email, phones number. We don't have list or a blank like marketing told us, but we work by email or phones.
Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you for Miss Lilia Saniukevic and colleague over there. Thank you for the short presentation. We will take a review about the website then. .no.go.by, right? Yeah.
Right.
Okay, then we move to the next speakers. This is, I hope that can give a figure about Indonesia market to the Belarusian companies. Pak Yongki, are you ready? Pak Yongki?
Yes, Pak.
Okay, then come the most senior consumer good market consultant from Indonesia. Used to give consultant for the Nelson, and this is Mr. Yongki Susilo. Yongki Susilo again is the most senior consultant for the consumer goods in Indonesia. Please, Pak Yongki.
Yes, okay. Good afternoon, everyone. So, Your Excellency, Pak Jose, Pak Jumadi, selamat sore. Pak Tito asked me to share you about the Indonesian's market, basically. So, this is based on all the studies that we have made. So, I used to work for the biggest market research in globally, basically, is Nielsen for 25 years, basically. Yeah. All right. So, Indonesia is quite exciting market because it's not only for populations, but it is a market that you cannot predict. Okay. All right. So that's why my title is basically predictable, because the world is very tough today to predict the future. Yeah. Okay. This is a bit about my background. So all my presentation is based on the data, okay, or based on the studies. So currently, I'm the chief of the Kadin. Kadin is the Indonesian Chambers of Commerce for Indonesian Trading House. So we just set up a unit basically to do a lot of trading internationally, yeah, using offline and online basically. Okay. So I'm also the member of the economic team basically, and also the biggest association, Apindo and Kadin. Part of the board expert of several associations, the retail and also the mall tenants, the suppliers associations, etc., etc. Okay, thank you. So first of all, let me explain you about the historical economic growth of Indonesia. In the past, basically, we have grown above 5%, but then in the last 6-7 years, we grow like 5%. Yeah. And during this COVID 2020, we will go down, I think about 0 or probably a bit minus percent. Yeah, basically. So it's almost the same with the other countries in the world, basically. So we suffer from this economy here. However, I'd like to explain about what is the future for Indonesian economic growth. So we are dedicated and then strive to be above 5%. Yeah, go back to the above 5%. Okay. Okay, let me explain to you why we dropped from above 6% to 5%. Okay, number one, it happened in 2013 and 2014, basically. If you still remember that we have this downfall of price on the coal and CPO, which Indonesia Indonesia has put as a main exports, yeah, and then also the rupiah depreciations 40%, that's quite huge. So that time also, if you remember, that was the emerging markets crisis, and then the impact of the taper tantrum in 2013. Yeah, so that's why the economic growth becoming lowering, yeah, into like 5%. Yeah, but there are several periods that we able to pick it up again, but then somehow more challenges we face that time. Yeah, so we maintain at still 5%. Yeah. Now, when we dissect about the growth of Indonesian economic growth, you will be easily notice that our biggest contribution of economic growth is the local consumptions. Okay, so local consumption. This situation sometimes is the reason or the factor to save Indonesia from the global economic. Yeah, because we have such huge local consumptions, so we can still manage our own basically. Yeah. The second largest is basically investment. So we really need investors basically, yeah, such as Belarus, yeah, basically. And then the third one will be government spending, and then export import is only small basically, yeah. So we are moving into more export import in the future. Okay. Now, the unique thing about Indonesia, we are part of Asian, okay, because we have studied this every year about the consumer confidence index, yeah. Indonesia used to be top 3 in the world for many years basically, yeah. So one of the most confident consumers, yeah, globally basically. However, during COVID, we dropped into, in Asia Pacific, we dropped from number 2 to number 4 basically, yeah. And in the world, we dropped from top 5, yeah, latest into top 10 basically, yeah. So we believe that the government is trying to do good things, and then we believe that Indonesia have some big potentials. That's why we the young people today, as you know, that Indonesian's population is dominated by young populations. 2/3 is under 40 years old. They believe a bright future basically for Indonesia. Okay. Now, let me explain to you about the potential segment of the consumers, okay? So we divide the consumers into upper class, which is a very small segment today, and then middle class, large segment, and the largest today, and then the low class segment, okay? So in the past, Indonesia's low class is the biggest, but then it shift, okay? Because the boom economic, it shift, it moved from the low class into the middle class. Now we have to dissect the middle class, yeah? So middle class is not one class. And you have to remember that our middle class today is not the same with the middle class in Europe or in US or in any other advanced country. So our middle class today is largely in the low middle class, okay? Low middle class. So the definition of World Bank that we use is basically those who has the daily expenditure between 2 until 6 US dollar basically, yeah? Daily consumption, basic expenditure, yeah? So for me, the most interesting stage is basically we are waiting for the middle class basically. They are advancing their purchases basically. So more premium products, okay? So this is the one that has the daily expenditure, but between 6 to 10 US dollar basically, yeah? You know that during the low middle class booming, Indonesians have sold almost like 7 million motorcycles, okay, 1 million cars every year basically, yeah, for several years basically. And then there are booming of restaurants, booming of retail, booming of entertainment, etc., etc. That's why we are looking forward for the middle class boom basically for the next stage, yeah. I think right after the COVID-19 we can overcome. So I think the sign will be there, okay. All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is the demographic of Indonesian young population. Okay, so we consist of most about 260 million. Yeah, the largest in ASEAN. So basically, half of ASEAN is Indonesians. Yeah, our age is basically 1/3 of our population is under 15 years old. Very young. Yeah, 2/3, like 70%, is under 40 years old. So this is the one that always consume. Yeah, they will consume a lot basically. Yeah, our population growth is still quite aggressive, yeah, 1.5% basically. So I think we need to think about this, yeah. It's still too aggressive, yeah. Now, McKinsey studies that defined in 2020, that time I still remember that Indonesia was the 16th largest economy, okay. So they predict by 2030, it will increase to 7th largest, yeah. But then with this COVID-19, I think it's going to be delay a bit further, yeah. And the market value will be almost like triple, yeah, more than triple the market value basically, yeah. So it will be a big huge consumptions basically for Indonesians market, yeah. Next part. So the one that we need to focus in the future is basically what is changed. So you do not offer a wrong products to them basically, yeah. So the one that we offer last time, it was a cheap product, it was a so quality products, yeah, in the past basically. But then we move into the middle class, then they start the buying power is increasing, so they start buying much more quality product, yeah. So the urban population today is like 50%. So 50% live in the urban. It means what? It's a modern population. They're looking forward for lifestyles product, you know, quality product, etc. Now, That's why we warn our friends in locally and also international, when you want to trade in the future, basically for the future, you build your brands, build your factories, etc., etc. You have to aim for the next stage, yeah, the more premium products, basically, yeah, because we are moving upward, yeah, basically. So purchase power will be much bigger in the future. So you are going to lead, yeah, the trade, basically. Let me explain to you about what's happening in the last 5 years. So Indonesians move from if you still remember that the product Toyota at Avanza Xenia is about 150 million rupiah. Today, the most popular is not 150 million rupiah. It's that between 200 and 300,000 million rupiah, basically. Okay, so last time they offer this very cheap coffee, basically by sachet, but today in the big city, a cafe style coffee is much more preferred, basically. Yeah, our train, for example, we don't have any train without air condition anymore today. So all air conditions, and we have a special card called premium. So it's going there. Yeah, it's premium. So you better prepare for the premium products to offer. Okay, instant noodles, for example, you know that Indomie very famous, yeah, everywhere, including Europe's. So it's an instant noodle, very regular instant noodles, where only like 20 cents probably, yeah. But then today they offer almost like 4 times the price of premium instant noodles, basically, yeah, etc., etc. So we are moving there. Okay, there are 4 pillars that will shape up Indonesia in the future. Okay, this is a fundamental force. They change the face of Indonesian consumers. Number 1 is the changing face of the consumer in terms of higher middle class income. Yeah. Number 2, the woman explosion in the workplace. If you come to Indonesia like 25 years ago, women mostly are were housewife. Yeah. But today they are working. It means what? Both husband and wife working. It means more income in the family, basically, more power to spend. Yeah. Excuse me. Then the millennials, the youngsters, basically, yeah, is taking over. But today, millennials is not the generation that occupy as the largest in the world and Indonesia. It's called Gen Z. Gen Z is the largest, basically. So we need to study about the behavior because it's quite different. Yeah. Second will be the pattern of the personal consumptions. Okay. So the Indonesians, especially the modern consumers, they consume in convenient product. Okay, 2-in-1, 3-in-1 products. Okay, easy to use, easy to drink. Yeah. Number 2, basically, they are focusing on health and wellness. But remember, our term of health and wellness is not the same with the advanced country. Okay, in Indonesia, maybe today the sounds healthy is enough today. Yeah, but in the future, it has to be real healthy. Yeah. Now, they're also looking for brands. Asian population, Asian consumers looking for brands. Okay, so brands is very important. Okay, so it has to have a great image, basically, for them. Yeah, and then shift in the discretionary spending. So they're shifting from basic commodity into more lifestyle products, basically. Okay, and then if you are a retailer, you want to enter Indonesia, you better thinking about what kind of experience you want to offer to them, basically. Okay, so experience is becoming important also. Yeah, not only the world but also Indonesia. Number 3, as Pak Tito already explained before, that we are digital. Yeah, Indonesians are digital. They use smartphones already, so they use a lot of Facebook. One of the largest user of Facebook, Twitter, and etc. etc. Okay, we are very social media driven, almost the same with the other countries. Yeah, so social commerce is very important. So you have to promote your product through social media. Okay. Then continuing the urbanizations. So people are becoming more modern. The small cities becoming bigger cities, etc., etc. It means what? Distributions. Okay. Later, Pak Joni will explain you about the distributions challenge in Indonesia. Okay. So you have to work with distributors. This is just to describe you what's old, what's coming, what's next, basically. Yeah. So basically, Indonesia has been largely depend on quantity and price products. Okay, social quality product, but big quantity and cheap price. Okay, but we are moving into quality products and buying experience. Okay, so we are in the stage in the red color today. Okay, if you come to Indonesia, you will see. I think this is the one of the most beautiful and luxury malls, yeah, in Asia. That's Jakarta and other cities basically. Yeah, very luxury. Malls it means what? A lifestyle. Okay, convenience or supermarkets have restaurants basically. Okay, consumer durables, electronics is a big thing. Yeah, in the past, except for the last 2-3 years because of the economic downturn. Yeah, licensed brand fashion, H&M, Uniqlo, etc. Sports is not only for health, but it's a lifestyle. So you can sell many things, yeah, that link to sports. Entertainment, the same thing, and then also culinary. Okay, so culinary is big ones in Indonesia basically. I think it will be the same with the other countries. Yeah, we are not there yet on the blue ones. Yeah, luxury brands. So it's still small segments basically. Okay. Now, this is the historical that I recorded, yeah, for years and years and years about the GDP per capita. It symbolizes the purchase power. Okay, that also represents the changing format that you have to introduce to the market. Basically, if you still remember, we introduced a big box like hypermarkets, yeah, in the year of 2000s, basically. So that's the break of the GDP per capita US dollar 1,000. Okay, then the break of 2000, the mini markets is growing. Why mini market? Because the middle class is going into the modern markets. Yeah, they're shifting from the traditional market into the modern markets basically. Okay, then the break of the 3000s, it's convenience store. So mini market is different from convenience store. I think you are more familiar to convenience store like 7-Eleven or Circle K or any other, yeah. But the mini market is very unique. So mini market is like a supermarket selling mainly groceries, but very small, and it works on the proximity, very close to the consumers basically. Now we are in the middle of the US dollar 4,000. Okay, later will be 5,000, 6,000. So what kind of offer you like to what kind of format you like to offer basically? So I call it MIDI. So it's much bigger than mini market, much more complete, much more exciting basically. So yeah, so we are moving from supply driven in the past. You becoming supplier, then you success only. Yeah, you success. Then we are becoming market driven. You have to learn about the market, what they want, then we deliver. Okay. For the future, I call it imagination driven. So the consumer imagine because they have such good money basically. So they imagine what they can be, what they can have basically. So you as a supplier, you as a creator, producer have to fulfill that imaginations. Okay. Now, this is the trade consumer behavior. Okay. The channels basically. So we have modern markets, hypermarket, supermarket, and mini markets. So mini market is the most frequently used by the Indonesians, modern people. Okay, traditional stores is still huge in Indonesia. 70% of Indonesians still occupied by the share is occupied by traditional stores. Okay, mom and pop stores basically. Okay, wet market they only sells vegetables and meats basically. Yeah, still popular in Indonesia. Yeah. And then vegetable vendors. Vegetables is mobile. They use 3 cycles. Okay, they're going around the complex of residential. They are selling these vegetables basically. Okay, so 70% belong to general trade. 29% belong to modern markets, and then e-commerce for fast-moving consumer goods is very small. Okay, so I do not recommend anybody wants to enter Indonesia use e-commerce to sell fast-moving consumer goods. Okay, so now, this is the geographic mapping for Indonesia. In Indonesia, Java is the center, yeah. So it contributes almost like 65% of the economy. For FMCG, it contributes almost like 70% of sales of FMCG. So you have to really master the Java, okay? West Java, Mid Java, East Java. Then you go to Sumatra. Okay, Sumatra contribute almost like 25% of the GDP. Then you go to outside islands like Kalimantan, one of the biggest, is developing there. And the most exciting also is Indonesia. Okay, so despite this a lot of islands, I think Pak Jokowi is trying to balance out the growth into East Indonesia. So there will be a lot of growth there, basically, a lot of more consumptions there. Okay, buying power also. Now, a lot of people asking me about e-commerce. Pak, why e-commerce is so small? Yes, that's for FMCG. E-commerce means what? Digital. Digital means what? Trend. Trend means what? Lifestyle, basically. So you only sell lifestyle product in e-commerce. Okay. For FMCG, commodity, no, it's not running well, except for certain categories like baby products. Yeah. So the young moms today is very easily to buy bulky baby diapers, bulky and heavy powder milk, etc. in the e-commerce basically. But the share is still like 3%. Okay, 3 or 4%. Then also same with the power bill. Yeah, the rest is just less than 1%. So forget it basically. Now, what you can sell in the online basically, yeah. Number 1, fashion. Number 2, electronics. Number 3 is health and beauty. Number 4 is mom and baby products. Okay. Number 5 is home and living basically. Okay. So this is the one that probably good. So you may have read in the globally basically during COVID, people moving to online. Yes. Yeah, because they have no other choice. You gotta stay home and then start, and also you follow the trend that buying from online. Okay, but I'm telling you today that once the relaxation of lockdown is conducted, people will go back to offline. Okay, please, yeah, we are different market than the most advanced like Singapore or Korea. Basically, we love experience. Yeah, we love going to the store basically, then buying. We love shopping. Shopping is different from buying basically. Online is buying. Yeah, shopping is different. It's adventure. You smell the five. You do a five sensing basically, human five sensing. So it's much more satisfying. Okay, etc. Bapak Ibu, this is I think my last charts basically. So in Indonesia, consumptions is based on festivities. Okay, so we have, because we almost like 90% above our population's religion is Muslim. So Muslim festivities is huge in Indonesia. So we call it Idul Fitri. Okay, so we have to follow. Idul Fitri is the biggest consumptions for apparels, etc., etc. Almost it contributes like 30% the sales in 1 month. It contributes the sales of 30% of fashions industry in Indonesia. So you gotta be winning, yeah, in the festive season basically. Okay, unfortunately this year there is no festivity because of the COVID-19. Yeah, so in the beginning of the year, Q1 usually is a bit slow because of the raining season. Yeah, people do not go out and then buy a lot of things. It's the beginning of the year. You got to be careful in using the money. You have to prepare for the school fee, etc., etc. Okay, but then the second quarter is going to pick up again. Okay, because of the festivity. Remember that Idul Fitri is also moving, I think about 2 weeks, yeah, into earlier in the year basically. Yeah, now the third basically and the fourth basically is picking up again, setting up the next stage of the growth basically. Yeah, except the 1 month after Idul Fitri, usually it drop down. People just use up their money. Okay, no more money in the pocket basically 1 month after Idul Fitri. That's Indonesian. Okay, except for the probably middle upper class. Okay, now today what's happening in Indonesia, because of these situations, so they do not use a lot of their money today. So if you check with the saving rate in Indonesia is huge. Yeah, in August there are about 148 trillion rupiah sitting in the banks basically. Okay, so I think the government have to give incentive how to for them to use the money, yeah, to make business in Indonesia, yeah, to stimulate again our economy. Okay, you gotta remember that in Kadin we are setting up our trading house basically. So I'm setting up a catalogs, the biggest and the most exciting catalogs basically. The 4 categories that Indonesia is well known since long time ago. Number 1 is a capital of coffee and chocolate basically. Okay, so this is going to be a capital of coffee and chocolate. Number 2 is spice. So our spice is luxury basically. Okay, number 2 is basically tea. We have tea from one end and to the other end of Indonesia, a lot of variety basically. And like Pak Jumadi explained before, we are a maritime country, so we have so many ocean treasures basically. Okay, so this is what we like to introduce to the world basically, the most exciting and complete catalogs. Okay, second layer will be our next level economy. We call it creative economy. Okay, fashions, Indonesian fashions, Indonesian shoes. That's why a lot of international brands, they build factories in Java. Okay, to the most famous sports brand, etc., etc., is made in Java basically. Yeah. Next one will be woodcraft, because Indonesia have a lot of woods and a lot of designers basically. So we have a lot of furnitures. We have a lot of woodcraft basically. Okay, so this is the key of our e-commerce. There are seven categories that we highlight, but the rest is still there. Okay, so we are hopefully by the beginning of next year it will be up basically. Okay, that's it. So Pak, thank you so much for your attention. So hopefully we can trade more, so to make both of our countries much more productive and then grow fast. Okay, thank you.
Okay, wow. What an excellent presentation by Pak Yongki Susilo. Give a very complete insight about the Indonesian market, not only to Belarusian company, also to Indonesian company who attend this meeting today. And also I see here from Indonesian side, I want to introduce some. We see here Mr. Ahmad Wijaya, my colleague. Mr. Ahmad Wijaya is President Commissioner of one of the biggest distributor for the construction material in Indonesia, modern market construction material. Not consumer good. We call it at Mitra 10, Mitra 10. If Excellency Kolesnik or Mr. Aliaksek around Jakarta see the Mitra 10, then it's owned by Pak Ahmad Wijaya Group. Pak Ahmad Wijaya Group. Pak Ahmad Wijaya also one of the chairman for the Indonesian Ceramic Association, and also for the sugar group, sugar group for agriculture. I see here too Pak Harsono Salim, the chairman of the Kota Minyak Internusa, the biggest producer and services company for oil and gas. Pak Harsono also exports some of its product, Pak Jose, to India, to China, to Japan, to Australia. Pak Harsono also settled some company in some branch office in India, even in Oman. Here also, I also see of Pak Gunadi, from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Pak Gunadi also here. Bu Agnes also here. Also some of the pharmaceutical products from Indonesia. Mensa here. Novel Pharmaceutical also here. For the spices, one of the biggest is Sasa, very known, very well. Here also want to export to Belarus. And also one of the young exporter for the charcoal. I don't know about the charcoal market, Mr. Asep Jembar Mulyana, one of the biggest charcoal exporter in Indonesia. Charcoal, charcoal. If you want to have a barbecue, whatever, this is one of the biggest exporter from Indonesia to the whole world. If you have not a cigarette, a sisa, use a charcoal also. It's very wonderful here. But I don't know about the Belarusian company. Maybe Evgenia can introduce later on. But we will have the next speaker. The last speaker is very important. After know about all the potential, after know about the business opportunity, how to enter. This is the strategy. You have to know about this. Otherwise, you just know the potential and you don't know how to contact, how to enter. What is the condition? If Belarusian have the NCM, and Indonesia have here Mr. Michael Johnny, Michael Johnny from AP3MI. What is it about? MI is a mission impossible, but is it a mission impossible here? Please, Pak Johnny, give your presentation so all Belarusian fellow here, especially from the business society, can know how to enter the Indonesian market. They already know the trend, they already know the prospect by Pak Yongki Susilo, but technically, how to enter? Please, Pak Johnny.
Okay, Pak Tito, thank you. Good morning for Belarus and good afternoon for all in Indonesia. Pak Tito, you can prepare my slide.
You can prepare.
I can become host.
While I'm preparing, Pak.
Okay. Let me introduce myself. I'm Michael Johnny. People call me Johnny because very easy to remember. Short Johnny only. My experience is 23 years in sales marketing. Basically my job last time is build distribution, develop new product, build product, and also develop a new channel or new business for my company. Already share, Pak Tito?
Yeah, you can see. Can you see it? Can you see?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay, I'll do it.
Can make it bigger.
Yeah, sure.
I work for two big companies. First is Orang Tua Group. Orang Tua Group is a big distribution company in Indonesia. They have many products from like biscuit until beverage until also the ready-to-drink product. After that, I work for Sinarmas Group. Sinarmas Group is one of biggest company in Indonesia. They produce many things. They play in the infrastructure, property, also agro business in Indonesia. And now I'm at international relation for AP3MI. After that, I have my own company, yeah, Duacu Indonesia, and also Wijaya Kusuma as a CEO of that in my company. My company is a export import too, also distribution company, and I also business consultant for Indonesia market. Next, Pak. I will introduce about ITTIC, yeah, Indonesia Modern Market Supplier Association. Our members is around 130 company, and our members basically is a food company, yeah, have biscuit, snack, candy, frozen food, and others. Also, we have a non-food company, yeah, like personal care, cosmetic, cleaning product, plastic product, glass product, and also beverage like jelly drink, milk, tea, juice, and also alcohol. Our member is exporter, importer, manufacturer, distribution company, and also others. And if Belarus company want to enter Indonesia market, you can contact me, and also I can help you to arrange meeting with all the members and can discuss directly how to enter Indonesia market, what company can work together, and also what the step in enter to Indonesia market. Next part. Yeah, how to enter Indonesia market. Basically, consumer market in Indonesia is very big market, also very interesting, because during the crisis or this COVID, consumer goods still have some products still growing, some product only minus around 10%, but still good. Overall, still good. If you want to enter Indonesia market, you can see Pak Yongki already explained how big Indonesia, and also Pak Jumadi explained about Tegal City. Indonesia basically have 17,500 island, very big. If from west to east, yeah, you fly around 6 or 8 hours. Same like from Jakarta flight to China, Beijing, or Shanghai, like that. And also have 34 provinces, yeah, and 270 million people. Very big market for consumer product in Indonesia, and basically not easy to enter Indonesia market because very big and many big city, and Pak Yongki already explained. Basically, business central in the Java Island, around 60-65% all the business focus in the Java Island. And basically also our President Pak Jokowi now build a lot of infrastructure in Indonesia. Infrastructure is very important for consumer or distribution business, because you need to build a lot of networking in Indonesia. Every city you need to have partner over there. After that, another thing is important is you need to see what culture in Indonesia. Every province, every city have different culture. Yeah. Also language. Yeah, Indonesia have many local language. You need to know, like Java area, sometimes people in the village or you go to the store, you need to talk about local language, because they like feel very close to you if you can talk the local language. Also people, if you want to enter Indonesia market, you need have Indonesia people who know how to enter the market, how to build the company, and how to build the networking in Indonesia, how to talk to the local people if you appoint distributor in some provinces or some city. After that, you need to have system. What system you want to use it to build your company in Indonesia, to build your networking. Yeah, this is very important. If you don't have the system, very good system, yeah, you cannot cover the whole Indonesia. Yeah, you only can cover, example, you cover only Jakarta area or around Jakarta or some city in Indonesia, big city. Next, Pak. Yeah, this is about Indonesia market. Indonesia basically have 3 million general store. Yeah. and also have next not next but back to modern trade around 51,000 store, yeah, and contribution business modern trade and general trade 70% is a general trade and 30% is modern trade. Yeah, but you can see the modern trade basically around the key account, the national key account around 36,000 store, and the biggest is Indomaret and Alfamart. This is the mini market. Everywhere in Indonesia have Indomaret and Alfamart. Indomaret and Alfamart, they have contribution around 30%, yeah, for the whole modern market in Indonesia. That's why if you want to enter to Indonesia modern trade, yeah, you need spend some money to listing to the store, and also how to support the store to build your brand. Yeah, this is I also can help you if your company want to enter Indonesia and want to know how to enter one by one. You can talk with our members, yeah, one by one, and we can teach you how to enter one by one in Indonesia. Next, Pak. This is important, how to enter Indonesia market. Basically, like Pak Yongki said, if you want to enter Indonesia market, the first you need to have partner in Indonesia. Yeah, partner is mean you need work together with the local people Indonesia. Yeah, they become your sole distributor and your importer for Indonesia. After that, yeah, they can appoint distributor every city, and after that they also can distribute to all the store. The second is a joint venture company. Yeah, because if you want to build company in Indonesia, some category you can invest 100%, but some category like retail, like what Pak Yongki explained, or also the distribution company, you need to join with the local company. To build company in Indonesia, at least you need have Indonesia people to build the company. After that, another things you can buy Indonesia company. Yeah, example, some company, big company or small company want to sell, you can buy the company and also restructure the company, and also after that you can have Indonesia people to run the business. Therefore, like I explained, build your own company in Indonesia. Like you join with Indonesia people, after that build your company, after that import your product, and after that how to build the brand. Of course, build the Indonesia market. Yeah, marketing is very important. You need have a good strategy, yeah, good strategy, good product, and also the step how to enter one by one, city by city, channel by channel. Also, how much the budget you want to prepare to build the market. Yeah, maybe this is the short explanation from me about Indonesia market. Yeah, Pak Tito. Maybe we can discuss what kind of question I can explain, and I can help Belarus company to enter Indonesia market. Thank you, Pak Tito.
Okay, very perfect presentation, gives a very technical guidance, yeah, and very good. And I want to please one of my friend, Evgenia. Last night I asked you about the milk and dairy product, right? Evgenia, are you still there?
Yes, of course.
I hope that some of dairy producer also attend this meeting. I don't know. Maybe you can introduce first for some of the Belarusian friend here. Maybe.
Definitely, and I may also begin with our participants representing our milk. I think yes. So today with us is Rogachovsky plant of milk and canned produce, also Belakt milk producer, then Gomel meat milk plant, and Turaf milk plant. So there are like four plants which produce milk products, dry milk, general milk, or canned milk. They are here with us.
Okay.
And baby food as well.
Okay, then I will introduce Pak Ahmad Wijaya. Pak Ahmad Wijaya is still here. Pak Ahmad Wijaya. Is it Pak Ahmad Wijaya still here? He's disconnected. Maybe he will join later on. Rejoin. Then we please to the Belarusian company. If there is, if you want to ask some question about how to enter the prospect of Indonesian market, how to enter the Indonesian market, please. Then we open the discussion since now.
Okay, let me please introduce several other companies of other spheres. So we have several companies representing beauty products producer, Modum Cosmetics, Exclusivna Kosmetika, then toys, baby toys company Lamb, porcelain plant, pharmaceuticals Borisov plant, then textiles it's Marta, several companies producing canned food sources, mayonnaise, ketchup like Kamaka and Gomel fat plant. Also linen textiles, Arshansky linen plant. And I think, yes, and producer of cotton produce, Baranovsky plant. Then Krasny Metallist, who produce cutlery. So if any Belarusian companies have questions to our speakers, participants, dedicated to introduction of their produce into the Indonesian markets, they have the opportunity, please. I'll just think, I'll say it in Russian.
Okay.
Белорусские компании, если у вас есть какие-то вопросы к спикерам о том, как выйти на рынок Индонезии со своей продукцией, пожалуйста, у вас есть возможность сейчас эти вопросы задать на английском. Или на русском, уже будем помогать с переводом.
And also you can type in the chat. If you want to type in the chat the question, please type in the chat or raise hand. Irina raise hand. Irina.
Good evening to everybody. Do you hear me well? I'm sorry I have interrupted somebody.
No. Я всего лишь хотела сказать, что если белорусские компании хотят, они могут также в чате свои вопросы задать. Ирина, пожалуйста.
I'd like to ask my question. May I?
Please.
Yes, introduce your company first, please.
Okay. I represent the company of sewing factory in the Republic of Belarus, Nadex. We're situated in the town Mozyr. It's Gomel region. And I would like to ask some questions. The first, if I'd like to show the presentation of my company, to ask my questions, to send the commercial offers, may I contact you, as you have given us your phone number, your email address directly? Or is there somebody else, a contact person, whom we can communicate with on our personal questions on trade problems or just connections?
Okay, it's very easy. You can do it whether you can register in ITTIC.co.id. There are.
Is it written somewhere on your slides?
Yeah, ITTIC.co.id. Okay.
I see.
Okay, ITTIC.co.id. Then you can choose whether as an exporter, importer. In your case, you will choose this one. You will. Nah, yeah. If you are the exporter or if you are overseas company, then you choose the part of the overseas company. This one.
I see.
Yeah, you just go, you just follow, you just enter your company, and we will come directly to respond for your any information, any support, and any services needed by company.
Okay.
Yeah? Okay.
Thank you. And I also wanted to ask one question just to the presenter mind, personal maybe, from the point of view of researchers being held, to Yonki Susila, I'm sorry if I am not correctly, just he was representing us the analysis, and the question is, to his mind, or if I address personally to your mind, Yonki, Mr. Yonki, what do you think? Will e-commerce replace shopping offline?
Okay, Pak Yongki, what about the e-commerce? What the e-commerce trend? How you give, because e-commerce is echoing around the world, that e-commerce is going the next economy, whatever it's come will be disruptive, yeah, will disrupt the market. Pak Yongki, can you share the opinion, the idea?
Yes.
Okay, please, Pak.
Basically, I divided e-commerce into two. One is the commodity, like fast-moving consumer goods, like drinks, soap, detergent, etc., etc. Yeah, that's not going to excel fast in Indonesia. Okay, it is growing, but very slow, and also very small share in the market basically for e-commerce. That's why I do not recommend you to jump into the e-commerce, yeah, for the FMCG. But then for the lifestyles, the share is 3% and it is growing. Okay, but your question is basically, is the e-commerce will replace? I don't think so, because people are still looking for offline shopping basically. To us, basically, it's not going to be not one the other, either online or offline, but it's going to merge basically. So we are urging the offline today to have some digitalization to connect, yeah, to the consumers basically. Now for the online today, they also start doing buying purchase of the offline basically. So they have to be present, because in Indonesia, you sell online, you have to deal with the high cost of last mile, the logistics basically, yeah, very high. Indonesian is one big island basically, so it's not going to be cheap to distribute products basically, yeah. Pak Johnny will explain later basically. And then today our e-commerce consists of 90% of the product that sold is imported from China. Those are cheap products that really cheap product basically, yeah. So the one that buy online also usually the youngsters basically. The one that have money usually is the older ones basically, yeah. So they are rich people, they do not buy online basically. So they may be learning to do online, but they are not savvy in using online. They love to use their fingers, okay. So they just point what they want basically, Louis Vuitton or whatever, they buy it basically, yeah. So offline is still huge in Asia, so do not undermine. It will not replace basically. When I dissect the business of online in Indonesia, the biggest one is B2B and C2C. Please remember, it's a B2B and C2C. It's not B2C. Even in China also, B2C is very hard. You have to carry the inventory. You have to carry a lot of cost of these inventories, yeah, basically. So yeah, we have a sample of Lazada. Zalora basically, yeah, in the past. So they are entering C2C today. Yeah, everybody in the B2C start entering the C2C to live, okay, to survive basically. Maybe one time in the future that if you have enough C2C and B2B business, then you coming back into B2C slowly basically to build, yeah, because B2C of course much more margin, correct? Yeah, so everybody is going into marketplace, yeah. So if you want to do export import, yeah, of course you can do through e-commerce today. But for B2C, no, I don't think so, yeah. Now, one of the biggest that you don't have to, you must remember is the social commerce through WhatsApp, through Facebook, through Instagram. That's huge. So you have to do those social commerce, yeah, marketing, etc., etc. You have to hire influencer. Indonesians is very easy to influence. yeah, for good stuff basically. Okay, you have to make it trendy. What do you call it? Heboh tuh apa ya in Inggrisnya heboh?
Happening.
Yeah, you gotta make it happening. Okay, happening is the word in the new marketing basically. Yeah, despite other things, but you gotta make it happening. You have to make people lining up for your product. Yeah, in when you launch it basically. Yeah, whatever it takes. Yeah, you can hire your friends. Okay, 1,000 of your friends to line up. That's okay. Okay, that's the marketing. Yeah, that's Indonesian. So yeah, so hopefully yeah, this is not going to be our first conversation. So if you need more information, yeah, you can contact Pak Tito. Tito will also facilitate, yeah, how to really do a marketing and then distribute in Indonesia. You gotta be careful, yeah. So it's not difficult, but also it's not too easy.
Thank you very much. Thank you for substantial answer. Thank you for your opinion. And I'd like to say the thankful words to the whole conference, to all participants. The connection was very good. Material was very interesting. And I hope we have business relationships in future. Thank you very much for everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Right. Okay, then as I mentioned, Evgenia, here already we joined Ahmad Wijaya. Pak Ahmad Wijaya, are you there? Pak Ahmad Wijaya? Pak Ahmad Wijaya?
Yes.
Okay, Pak Ahmad Wijaya, you last night you told me that will be there dairy or milk producer. Yeah, they are formed based on the information from Evgenia. What are you try to tell them, or what business that you can offer about the milk related business with the Belarusian company, please?
Hello to everybody, Excellency, and all the business participant. I'm basically doing a lot of industry processing business, from the ceramic up to the food industry. I think there got one opportunity for our friend from Belarus or to be coming to Indonesia is the milk processing business is quite big, which is a dairy product. Because currently Indonesia is only have very limited processing of milk manufacturing in Indonesia. Mostly it's only Nestle, which is one of the biggest, and Unilever, and also a local company which is basically not entire to the international market. And a lot of import milk basically come from our Pacific area, which is Australia. So I think if I see through the Belarus portfolio of the country, I think they have a potential to go to Indonesia to upgrade our dairy milk business in Indonesia. Is a big opportunity for them to expand and to do some collaboration with the Indonesian food processing industry. Is quite a lot, Pak Tito. I think we should invite them one day to be one of that. Later, I will send. I think I sent one company profile to Pak Tito about one of the largest local industry, which is owned by the local conglomerate. It's also try to divest their company. Maybe one of the Belarus company can be an interest to jump into that, because they are also public listed company. I think for dairy product, it's quite okay, because we are also in the sugar mill industry. So we know a lot of this food processing product, which is on the way to be part of our Indonesia target for the new expansion of the business. Because Indonesia just now, as I see the presentation of Pak Yongki and Pak Johnny, I think both of these, our friend there is already explained out to you. Indonesia have quite a good potential to expand most of the infrastructure plan from the government. Now is the time for us to get more business go in, because the logistic from Java to Sumatra is most likely done. And then we have other country, other city which is going to be as good as what the Java is. So I think to have some next business for with Belarus is maybe we can select the milk product to go together. If they are interested, maybe we can have a contact, and Pak Tito can give them my contact as well. Then we can start basically.
Okay, thank you, Pak Ahmad Wijaya. Evgenia, as Pak Ahmad Wijaya mentioned that conventional or traditional supplier of the milk consumed by Indonesian is come from the Pacific, yeah, Australia and New Zealand. Maybe, as Pak Tavares said before, maybe it's time to develop the opportunity to have another source of suppliers for Indonesian consumption of milk. Maybe we can get a better quality, better terms, better price from the Belarusian side. And Pak Ahmad Wijaya just mentioned that even one of the want to divest the business for the milk local Indonesia producer. Maybe it's the way how to Belarusian can acquisition, can acquire, can make acquisition for a company or whatever the strategy is. But it's time to Indonesia to have a better source and better opportunity, for the milk consumed. Please, Evgenia, maybe from Belarusian milk side can give a response.
Yes, Tito, thank you. Belarus is a leading producer of milk and dairy products, including dry milk, which is in great demand, as we can see in Pacific region. And I hope that Belarusian companies will take this opportunity to broaden their geographic of exports and will introduce their produce among Indonesian consumers. So we'll help them to share the contact information with your side, with your help also, and hope that it will turn into definite trade increase. If Indonesian companies are also interested in more information, please, I address them to feel free and check out the portal export.by, because all our producers are listed there. If I may, I will also sound out the question of another our participant. It is the producer of beauty products, Modern Cosmetics Company. They would like to have an answer to the following: how to find trade partner distributor in Indonesia?
Oh, it's a very, very short but very, very deep question. Please, Pak Joni. This is the Evgenia to Pak Joni directly. Yeah.
Okay. How to find good distributor in Indonesia? Basically, we can help you because in our organization, ITTIC, we have a lot of members, a lot of category inside. If you want, I have to arrange meeting with all the members. I also can help you to arrange meeting also with Pak Tito. After that, you can explain about your company and one of them may be interested and discuss. All our member is a big company. They are importer and also distribution company in Indonesia.
Okay, so Evgenia maybe can start by register the company who interested in doing the business matching with in the ittic.co.id. So our team, me, myself, Pak Michael Johnny, Pak Yongki, and also Pak Wijaya, we can have also Bu Sarah here and Mika Georgina Mika as a team will give a review, and speed response for everything that needed support to enter or to do the transaction. I also want to have here we have here also the Pak Nur Sinungan, Pak Nur Sinungan. Pak Nur Sinungan just joined. Pak Nur Sinungan is the director for the Indonesia Exporter Manufacturer Association. Yeah, this one is the Exporter Manufacturer Association. All the things like a textile, all the things exported, the company is joined in the association. Pak Nur Sinungan, I just saw him just join here, yeah, Pak Nur Sinungan. Okay, then, Evgenia, any question, maybe technically, or just need information about the market prospect by the Belarusian company, please.
Белорусские компании, есть ли еще у вас вопросы? Okay. If Belarusian companies have difficulties with voicing their questions, please feel free to write them in the chat or write them directly to our phone numbers here in the NCMPS. We will sound them out.
Okay. Evgenia, maybe the next question is about the cosmetic. I do not know because we are focusing in agro and also fishery, but for today, just mention about the cosmetic from the Belarusian. Of course, cosmetic also sold in the rack in many modern markets, members of Pak Joni. But we do not know yet or never know about the presentation for the cosmetic. Maybe we can have a separate session, yeah, focusing on the cosmetic related and fashion related, yeah, product, yeah, cosmetic. If there are many of the or some producer from the Belarusian, yeah, if there are some producer and Belarusian, I think it will be quite the interesting topic, yeah, to about the cosmetic and women related fashion product. Yeah, I think it can be because it's new. We just know before that the fishery about the milk and dairy product. Yeah, but for the cosmetic, I just know today that there are some, yeah, from the Belarusian company want to market cosmetic products overseas. I think because in Indonesia the market, yeah, Pak Joni can have this presentation because the market is a little bit different. Age, yeah, also about the climate different, and also about we need the halal, yeah, the halal TIC also now become a very trend for teenagers, for the women, for the adult, for the older one is many different segment market, not like milk. Yeah, milk is milk for, yeah, maybe for the older one and for the young one, but for the cosmetic, many variants about that.
Yeah, Pak Tito, basically to enter Indonesia market, before they enter, they need to register their trademark first in Indonesia. After that, they need to register their product in Indonesia, example about the import number, also register about halal, and also like for cosmetic need have a license for distribution, like that.
Oh, called license for distribution, yeah?
Yes, because cosmetic is like a special product in Indonesia and also growing very fast, and also a lot of cosmetic in Indonesia, and also cosmetic have, I think, some ingredient like the chemical one. That's why before you enter to Indonesia market, you need to have a lab test for the cosmetic. That's why government asks you submit your all your document to get distribution license.
Pak Joni, can you give the detail about this license? If is for the producer, for the importer, or for the brand, or for the one license for all variant of product, maybe lipstick, powder, or for the certain products, this license?
License is depend on the product. It means like per brand. If you have one brand, 10 item, you just register one brand, but you need to submit 10 item for distribution in Indonesia. This license will be write down all the item you distribute in Indonesia, because cosmetic is very sensitive product because you use for face, for whatever like that. If something happen with the consumer, you need to guarantee, right?
So one license, one paper of license, but
Yes,
you can list product in one license. That
correct. Also, your warehouse need have license for the cosmetic.
Oh, warehouse also have the certain.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, Evgenia, how about that?
Yes, that was very detailed. Thank you. And I think it was very useful for our companies producing beauty and cosmetic products. Definitely, they need to check out the licenses first before entering the market. And as you suggested, perhaps we'll think about arranging some separate event, separate meeting for these products only. Actually, I've got one more question from cosmetic producer here. Is oral care producer in demand in Indonesia? So the company specialize more on oral care products. What can you say about that? Is it like toothpaste and other products? Is it some definite different acquisitions of terms of entering the market, or if it is the same as other beauty and cosmetic products?
For the toothpaste, same like the cosmetic product because people use it, but the toothbrush is not. Toothbrush like just register to distribution and also import license.
So toothpaste is treated like a cosmetic, yeah?
Yes, correct.
But not as a pharmaceutical, no, yeah? Not
no, just like cosmetic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. There is also a question, Evgenia, maybe it's a big question for both of us about the logistic, because since before and until now, the volume transaction between Indonesia and Belarus is not big enough, or even we can see still very small. So logistic is not developed, yeah? The logistic system between us, between Indonesia and Belarus is not developed. So it's another question, how to send all the goods, maybe milk or whatever, small and big volume, can we have efficient costs from Belarus to Indonesia? It's another. Do you have any idea, Evgenia?
As you say, it is a big question, and I think it depends more on the type of products and the volume. So I think that it should be more specialized.
Okay. Okay. So, is there any question for the?
Pak Tito,
yeah.
May I have a concern or question?
Dari mana Pak? Dari
Indonesian Embassy, anak buahnya Pak.
Oh, from Moscow. Please Pak, please.
Terima kasih Pak Tito. Thank you very much Pak Tito. His Excellency Mr. Valery Excellency Pak Jose Tavares, allow me to have some questions. Firstly, I would like to thank Pak Tito for organizing this for the second time this business forum Indonesia Belarus. And secondly, I would like to mention that there were some activities that the embassy had conducted in Belarus in terms of promoting business-to-business contacts, business-to-business deals between Indonesia and Belarus. It was 2018 that we had Business Expo and Business Forum in Belarus Minsk. And as a result of that activity, we then exported fire from Multistrada to Belarus, 2019 and 2020 continuously. So the activity was, as Pak Jose Tavares mentioned, that at the embassy we are ready to facilitate, we are ready to be the bridge of this business communication and business deals between Indonesia and Belarus. And in the future, I believe Jose Tavares is also will have this activity between Indonesia and Belarus to be supported, in Minsk and other cities of the Belarus in terms of promoting business-to-business contact with the two countries. Pak Tito, thank you very much for this again. And if we listen to this very carefully, to this business forum, we witnessed that Pak Yongki and Pak Joni have deliberately explained about the Indonesian market, the Indonesian demography, the Indonesian review. But from the Belarus side, we don't have this resource to explain what is the market size, what is the trend of the market of the Belarus, what is the demography of the market of Belarus. So maybe in the future, if you have the third session of this business forum, you will have this person from Belarus that explain the market of Belarus, so that this business forum is beneficial for both sides. And of course, trade is about two ways, export and import. And of course, we at the embassy are very keen to have our export more to Belarus, because as we know, we are now deficit from year to year in terms of trade. So we're looking forward to improve our export to Belarus, and that's why this kind of information, this kind of resources is needed, Pak Tito. This is input from our side for the future. And again, thank you very much for this opportunity. Thank you, Pak.
Thank you, Pak. Thank you for the idea and also for the proposal. And I think it's very, very good. Yeah, we also want to know more further about the Belarus market and trend. Also later on at the third meeting, it will be very, very nice to do. Okay. Thank you. Evgenia, any question from the Belarusian company?
Yes, we've got one more question here about line and products. We have present among participants Orsha Line and Mill, and they would like to know. Yes, apart from asking for contacts for who might be interested in line and products, they would like to know if it is even possible, or if line and produce is in demand in Indonesian market, and how to enter with this specific produce, because it is not just textile, it is very specific textile like linen.
Okay, linen, yeah, linen for linen, yeah, for the linen. This is we don't. I don't know whether Pak Yongki or Pak Joni, but linen, or Bu Sarah or Bu Mika want to respond about this one, because it's linen, yeah, it's the textile. Maybe Bu Sarah, maybe Bu Mika.
I think can contact Pak Yongki, because Pak Yongki as an advisor for the HIPINDO. HIPINDO is an organization in Indonesia for the retailer in Indonesia, also importer. Pak Yongki maybe can explain.
The specific linen, this one is for certain quality, maybe, yeah, for certain design, Pak Yongki, for the niche market, how to enter, Pak Yongki?
Okay, so basically, yes, you can do e-commerce, okay, for lifestyles, yeah, because it's a fashion, right? So if you have a concepts, better have concept to offer. You can open stores in the mall also, basically, yeah. So you can do both online and offline. That's how the big retailers internationally introduce the market, basically, yeah. However, if you intend not to start with a store first, yeah, you can do through online, okay, and then introduce, and then you can do a marketing through social media first, yeah, introduce. So a lot of China product, and then other brands also introduced through the online. No problem at all, basically. Yeah. But then if you are an established brand in Belarus and then introduce a concept, we would rather you to introduce into the mall. Yeah, you open up a mall basically. So there are several malls in Jakarta. You start with Jakarta because the Jakarta is the trendsetter basically. It depends on the target markets, whether this is a middle or it is an upper class. Yeah. So upper class is they have high purchase power, but then it's still segmented. Yeah. I would rather you to recommend to enter the middle markets, okay, because you gain volume, so you also gain awareness much faster, yeah, than the niche market basically, yeah. However, you will find quite competitive, yeah, for the fashions. So I think, yeah, we would rather for you to know your concept first, how you can enter, and then how you enter it basically, yeah, to compete with the other brands, yeah, from Japan, from Europe, from US, etc., etc. Okay, of course there is always segment. Okay, you will find target market, yeah, for Indonesia. But however, we need to know your positionings, the way you play, and then how are you well known in Belarus, yeah, how Indonesians how Belarus to be positioned, yeah, in the Indonesian mind basically. Okay, if the quality is good, the design is good, then a huge market, yeah, huge market for fashions basically. Okay, so we have department stores, we have national department stores, the upper class called Sogo from Japan. And then we have a Matahari, one of the largest department stores for middle class. Yeah, we have also Ramayana for small class. But in each city, there are big players in each city basically. Yeah, it's a local players basically. So for you, there are national, there are local cities basically. Okay. So, but e-commerce is open borders, correct? So you can introduce to many eyes. Yeah.
I would like to have some comments here. Is it fabrics, right? Is it fabrics or like dress? Can Julia reply? Is it fabrics or? Hello, can you hear me?
Evgenia?
Could you please repeat it louder?
Yeah.
We have.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? No.
Yes. But
is it fabrics or is it like a dress or clothes or something like that?
No, it is actually already done items, already done clothing items.
Oh, okay. So in my opinion, it's better maybe this is not, because this is a different segment, you know, Tito, maybe we can arrange a separate like a focus group discussion with the related people in the industry, because for female, you know, it's quite challenging, yeah, because we are much more of a fashion conscious, so I don't have any idea what kind of clothes or fabrics is this, you know. It's better we have a separate meeting for this, because this is not related to the agro and food, right?
Yes, okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay. We'll think about it.
Evgenia, simple way is you just send me of the product.
If I may, I will add some words about market, linen market in Indonesia. It's not too big, and it's around $28-30 million per year. 95% come from Hong Kong, and less than 5% come from Italy and India. So linen is not very widely used in Indonesia market for dresses or other clothes. Mostly you can find it maybe for the home textile, but also is not very widely. As for the cotton market is around import. I mean import from the world. is around 370 million. So far, it's why if you want to have to come to market, it would like better to make a presentation on the exhibition or maybe for the social media. You can visit goods. But if you need more details about market, we can provide you. Just later or embassy and we will send you additional information. Thank you.
Evgenia? Evgenia?
Yes, I'm here. Thank you very much. I think that our company's participants of today's meeting will make some revision of their questions and what they would like to know more about Indonesian market in particular. And I think that with the help of our embassy in Jakarta and with your help, Tito, we will have some summary of today's meeting and recommendations of how they should approach entering Indonesian market and if they have any prospects there. As we've heard right now from Mr. Kolesnik, perhaps linen produce is not in very high demand and better to specialize in some other areas.
Thank you, Evgenia. And I think now it's already 15:29. We got some news site about this meeting. Not about milk, not about dairy product, not about fishery, not about pharmaceutical, not about spices, but many more products are coming. Linen, fabric linen, cosmetic, and also many things, And the easiest way is we have to develop more regular meeting like this one, but we also have to set the system, like the NCM system, ITTIC system, so we can collaborate for this system to work, to provide, even though we can see in the chat that Mr. Gromiko, Grigory Gromiko also over the service. Or maybe you can give a short mention about the service, sir. You can unmute yourself.
Yes, sure. Do you hear me?
Please.
Can I talk now?
Thank you.
Okay. Dear Excellencies, friends, our company Balkan Buy was established according to the decision of the President of Belarus, and the main goal is to promote exports from Belarus and imports from all the countries. So what is good with us? We can finance transactions. Belarus companies mostly sell goods only with the 100% advance payment. But we can arrange financing and we can arrange contacts, delivery of goods, and so on. So we are interested mostly in oil and chemistry products, but also it could be direct milk and milk products. Direct milk products exports from Belarus. Mr. Chairman, you mentioned chemical products from Grodno fabric company. For example, we have different other companies in Belarus producing chemicals and oil products, which could be potentially interested on the market of Indonesia. So if there are if there is such a demand, please contact us directly. You can use WhatsApp, Viber, and so on. Sure, email. So you're welcome. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you for the support, for the information, also for the support, so it can make real for this trade, And we got another commodity called as a chemical. We have to learn more about the demand and also about the technical things about this one. Okay, so very interesting meeting, and we now already come to 15:30. It go through 30 minutes from the schedule actually, but maybe we have to end this meeting because of the time, Now maybe almost close to lunchtime in Belarus, and it's close almost quite afternoon in Jakarta, in Indonesia. So we come to the closing, and we will have the closing remarks. Be pleased to Excellency, His Excellency Jose Tavares still with us or not? Pak Jose still here? Oh, it looks like disconnect, yeah. Okay, then we pleased to Belarusian Ambassador to Indonesia, His Excellency Valery Kolesnik, give the closing remark for this today, the second Indonesia-Belarus Business and Trade Meeting 2020. Please, His Excellency.
Thank you, Pak Tito. Thank you all participants interested in promoting trade between Belarus and Indonesia. I hope that today you see just a small piece of the potential of both countries in different areas. And let me say that I see the good opportunity that we have two companies in Minsk and in Jakarta who are involved in the marketing, in promoting trade, in promoting tourism investment. And I think that through these two channels, we can make more projects, joint ventures. And we would like to say that all issues or all questions you have, if you don't receive an answer, please address us. We will try to make additional clarification or arrange contacts directly between the companies participating in today's meeting. Well, and I think that in next month we will promote one more meeting and arrange discussion on the issues that are not solved today. But the first and more important thing that we are ready to work on day by day basis. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Excellency. And we hope that we can have more intensive meeting. We have more products today. And we, of course, have more homework to do to boost trade between two countries, two business societies, and also not only trade, but also investment. And maybe next year, hope we can boost for tourism, yeah, next year, maybe to 2021, yeah. Hope everybody is always in good health, and may God bless all of us. We'll see again in the third Indonesia-Belarus Business and Trade Meeting with the further issue, further challenging, but of course we have to find a solution to make a transaction between for all things that we already discussed since the first and second. Or maybe Bu Arlinda, I see Bu Arlinda, the senior minister advisor of the Ministry of Trade now. Bu Arlinda want to give also close short remarks, Bu? The advice maybe, Bu, please.
Ya ampun, saya barusan mau tutup semua. Alright, yeah. Thank you very much for inviting and organizing this second business trade meeting 2020 this afternoon, Pak Tito. Actually, this is a good conversation between the two countries, but next time maybe I agree with the person from the Indonesian embassy in Moscow. So could be we have to know more about how to enter the Belarus market. So in this moment, even is it only for Indonesia, but next time should be for Belarus. Actually, like the ambassador of Indonesia or ambassador of Belarus said that the trade between the two countries is too low. Yeah, even we have any opportunity or any potential product that we can explore from both sides. Actually, I have a simple question, but since you already closed this one, I don't think that I have to raise this question, because we need the regulation or trade regulation how to enter the Belarus, because you know that between the two countries there are some specific barrier, like a tariff or non-tariff barrier. So we have to know about that from the Belarus side, because like the presenter said before, we have the potential product like coffee, spices, fashion, furniture. We would like to know also how to enter that market to the Belarus, and what is the policy or regulation from the Belarus side. But since this is already closed by you, so hopefully next we can continue our meeting with the different topics. So of course this is good for us. We are thinking right now to have the like FTA between Indonesia and Eurasia, and Belarus is one member of the Eurasia. So this is good for us as a hub for us, for Indonesia to enter to the market of Russia. Thank you, Pak Tito.
Okay, thank you, Bu Arlinda, the Ministry of Trade Senior Advisor, senior staff here. Okay, thank you, everybody. We hope that we can see again, but before we see again at the third meeting, we'll have many homework. And again, the Belarusian company want to ask about many things, about selling, about buying, or
Same as us. Same as us, Pak.
Ibu Arlinda, my name is Edi Suharto. We met in the USA. I was in LA. Dan
Pak siapa?
Edi Suharto, Ibu.
Ya Allah, Pak Edi, apa kabar Pak Edi? Oh, sekarang di Moskow.
Oh, Pak.
Itu all friend, Pak. All friend in US tuh.
Pak Jose, can you listen to me, Pak Jose? Pak Jose?
Yeah.
Okay, Pak Jose, please give a closing remark, Pak, about this meeting, because we have more homework to do to make to boost the trade, for both sides, export and import. We import the things that we need, maybe like a milk, but we also want to export more things about fishery from Tegal, maybe, or shrimp, because we know that Belarus and Indonesia actually strong and produce different things, because our climate is different, our land is different, our expertise also different, different thing. Of course, some of it maybe have a same one, but most of them are different, different type. I think we'll complete each other. And Pak Jose, please, for the closing remarks, Pak.
Well, thank you, Pak Tito, and everybody, dear friends in Belarus and as well as in Indonesia. I think this is a very great event for us to meet virtually. I think if there is already some business interest, then we hope that this kind of virtual contact, business contact, can lead to a business deal in the future between business society, business community, to make it happen. I myself, I will be in Moscow, hopefully next month, hopefully in November, because I still have a preparation to leave for Moscow. In this case, I think that my team and they are following, actually, the Embassy of Indonesia in Moscow also are following our discussion today. Perhaps, hopefully, this is not one-off. Of course, the first one I didn't attend. This is the second one, and hopefully we'll continue to have it, this kind of virtual meeting in the future. And we hope even to facilitate like business to business, not necessarily in a large number, but perhaps company to company. We can also facilitate this kind of contact in order to really come to concretize what friends have already in mind, what to enhance the trade and investment in the future. So I really want to say that I'm glad, I'm very happy that we meet in this virtual format and prepare to go forward to make it happen in the future. So that's all, Pak Tito and dear friends. That's all that I want to say. And hopefully it will bear fruits, what we are doing now. So thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, Pak Jose, for the closing remark. It's very clear for all of us. May God always bless all of us so we can be always in good health condition and can work well, especially to do our homework. Yeah. Thank you for all. Thank you, Excellencies. Thank you, Bu Arlinda. Thank you for Ministry of Foreign Affairs, and also, of course, thank you for the whole ITTIC team, Bu Sarah Mariati, Bu Georgina Mika, Pak Yongki Susilo, very good presentation.
Pak Joni.
Great also information, and also Pak Ahmad Wijaya, and also Pak Darmawan Utomo from Surabaya. Thank you, Pak. Yeah, thank you, and also for all the colleagues from the Indonesian side, Business Society, and also from the Belarusian side, and also, of course, for the NCM, for His Excellency Valery Sadoko, and for Evgenia, and for Aliakse, and for Grigory Gromiko. We very happy for all information, all the support. See you again in the third Indonesia-Belarus meeting, business and trade meeting 2020. Thank you. See you next time.
Bye. Pak Edi, bye. Thank you, Pak Edi.
Goodbye.
Thank you very much. Bye.